YouTube, what's happening? Was meant to be a density day, but we're in for arms because I feel like absolute death. I'm losing my voice. It's not COVID, I've done a test, don't worry. And then we're gonna do some arms, so we're just gonna superset back to forth. How I normally set arms up is I'll do a compound movement for biceps, a compound movement for triceps on a progressive overload sort of system, and then I like to superset back and forth. Just had gas mark 10, as you might be able to tell, chewing my jaw off, so let's go. So first exercise, like I say, what I tend to do is a compound movement, but I like to use the preacher curl rather than a barbell curl, so there's no inertia, so I can really focus on the isometric contraction on my bicep. And then obviously we're just gonna build this up, probably a set of 12, a set of 10, a set of 8. I never really go any lower than 8 on arms because I feel like you start to lose that connection. So yeah, I like to pick movements that I'm gonna really feel. So this is why I use this first as a compound movement. So as you've seen, we've done a preacher curl, straight sets. The same now, we'll move on to tricep extensions, dips, sorry. Normally I would use a plate loading machine, but we've got the luxury of having this machine is a lot smoother and we can stay nice and fixed. Just again, isolates the triceps. We're gonna do progressive overload 12, 15 to 12, 10 to 8, 3 sets on here. So as you've seen, we've done 2 compound movements, so one focusing on biceps, one focusing on triceps. There are meat and potato movements. Where we're gonna aim to get progressively stronger, build the weight up each week, and work in a set rep range. Now what I like to do is fill the arms full of blood, so going back and forth between bicep and tricep. So we're gonna use a superset, so I've got an easy bar curl. I like to use the easy bar rather than a straight bar, just so you don't have to supinate your hands as much. And then we're gonna do reps where we do as many reps as we possibly can, aiming for like 10, half the weight stack, go for double the reps, and then back to the triceps, do the same thing. You'll see as we do it. Push the tricep back hard. Push back. goal now is to work the brachialis muscle and a bit of a forearm. So what we're going to do is we're going to do hammer curls across body and then twist down into a straight arm, and then we're going to superset that again with a cable cross-body extension. I like to use the cable cross-body extension because you can get a full contraction, you can fully shorten it. If we just use a simple rope all the time, we don't get that full extension. So I like to really extend and fully lengthen the triceps up. Squeeze. On the outside, come on. Squeeze it. Down. One more. Cross, up, round. Control. One more. So we're just going to throw some carbs in. Funny story, Flex Lewis actually showed me this exercise and it rinsed me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a seated calf raise, perfect 2-second hold in the stretch, 2-second contraction, 10 reps, and then we're going to go onto a plate and we're going to do almost like 21s, partial reps with your toes on the plate, partial reps with your heels on the plate, and then full reps just normal. You'll see as we go through it, but it's an absolute killer. We did 10 repetitions, perfect repetitions on the seated, 20 with your heels on, 20 with your toes on the plate, and then 20 just standing normal. Whew.